That is supposed to be Trump's handwriting.
Go back and watch her entire video. That creator is in the LA area. And in the video, she's talking about how she found that in her backyard after she returned to it, after she had gone back after her evacuation to her area. And all I'm going to say is that if you have not, you need to go to whatever service that you listen to podcasts on, and you need to look up the podcast It Could Happen Here by Robert Evan. This is the podcast, and when you go and you see it, what I want you to do is that I want you to toggle to sort it from oldest to newest episode. And specifically, I want you to listen to the first 10 episodes. They were released in 2019, and I am a huge fan of Robert Evans. He used to work for Cracked. He has another podcast that is fantastic called Behind the Bastards. Highly recommend. But this one was in the lead up to the 2020 election. And he really accurately kind of called that, like, things with MAGA weren't going to get better. They were probably going to get worse. And also keep in mind, this was all recorded and released before 2020, before COVID and lockdowns. And I have come back to listening to this, even though I listened to it in real time as they were released in 2019, like 4 times. It is really, really well done. And I think it's also really important to note that, like, I just think it's important to be aware of patterns and of things that are seen. And I also think it's really important to be aware that the other side does not think that they're evil. They think that they're fighting just as hard as we are for our country. And people will do really extreme and really scary things when they are very sure that they are right and that they're doing the right thing. And so, again, the podcast is called It Could Happen Here. Sort it from oldest to newest. Listen to the very first 10 episodes that were released. That's all I'm going to say.